So KINGSISLE has been rolling out a lot of patches since the spring update, and a lot of these patches are from issues with the quest line, especially the Stormlord quest, because that one players have to go back to Triton Avenue, and you know they updated Triton Avenue with the new quest line, and the mixing of those two things just is not working out. It's causing a lot of issues. Players cannot complete the Stormlord quest in order to get the spell because they have to go back to an NPC in Triton that isn't appearing for them, or he's not giving the quest that they need to like turn in, and there's a lot of issues with that. So they're trying to resolve it. I think it's resolved for some players, but for others who have already started the quest, it's not resolved yet. So players still can't get Stormlord if they're up to level 48 for that quest. Other things, they went in and did some UI tweaks that I really wanted to look at because these are super interesting. In my final thoughts video of the test realm, I said that the things I didn't like the most from it were the pet hatching changes, just because I thought those were pretty unnecessary to make everything more difficult, more expensive. But the other thing was the UI changes, because I don't get why they made it tougher to see spells and sockets on all of our pieces of gear. I didn't really understand that. So here is the solution that they've put into the game. They decided to keep the spells on the main screen when you mouse over, but you just see a little preview window of it now. At least you know what the spell is, though you can't actually mouse over it unless you right click. Can you mouse over? Actually, you can't mouse over it. It'd be cool if you could click this and then mouse over that, but you still have to go to this tab to actually see what it is. But if you know it from the picture, then you can tell that that's bolstered ward. So I think this is a good solution because I just wanted the sockets to be back. I knew they could do it. I'm glad they gave us our sockets back, because seeing that on mouse over is just super important when you're showing stats, when you're looking at your own stats. Here's what my pet looks like now. So you still can see the socket. Oh, here's my new triple double pet. I made this before the spring update because I wanted to make this pet before the hatching changes. And this actually took quite a few hatches. I think it took over 10 hatches, maybe like 10 to 15 hatches to get this Kookaburra. But it is the max stat with the Mighty Jewel socketed, and you can actually see the Mighty Jewel. In the previous update, you couldn't see that jewel. You had to click and go over to like the socket page in order to see that, which is just one line. You know, it's just one socketed item. So thought that was unnecessary. You will see the 3 spells that it gives, but to see them in more detail, you have to go over here. So there is that, and I just like it. I'm just glad that I can look at my pets and understand everything they give now. Like, say you were looking for a certain jewel that you have socketed. Like, what if you have a Kroger jewel? With the previous update, you would have to go through many pets and click this and like be like, okay, does this pet have the jewel? No. You know, you have to do all of that in order to find that jewel. This makes that a lot easier now. So I'm glad they changed this back, just because I feel like that was too much. I felt like there was just too many tabs before. There's still tabs now, but at least you get a little preview of it, and then you can go into more detail when you need to. Not just every single time that you want to, you know, open up a new piece of gear and see what it has. So I also wanted to look at wands, because one of the main reasons that they did all these UI changes was because the wands were getting too long. They were going, like the mouse over was going beyond the screen, so some people couldn't see it. And that was because they added the new sets, the gear sets, and they also had the Maycast and all that stuff. So all of that combined made these like super long. And I remember that some of these Maycast ones from the packs, what is the newest pack? Oh, I remember the Zamunda one. So this one was pretty long. Like, some of these on my screen would go all the way to the bottom. And it has a Maycast, it has spells, it has sockets, you know, it has everything. So these were just getting out of control, and that's why they decided to change the UI stuff. They also did the sets. I don't think I have any sets on this character, but the sets are also in their own tab, which I feel like is correct. Looking at the wands now, they still take up a decent size of the screen for me. So I don't know if they're going to continue adding things to it, like if they add more stats to wands, if they add more sockets, then it's going to extend, but it's definitely not going to go as far as they did with the other ones. So another thing I wanted to look at in this video is the Pet Promenade event, because it is going on again. So this time I actually participated in the event. This is only 1 day's worth, getting 100 points, completing all the tasks, and I was able to get to the 3rd reward, which is the hatch all elixir, hatch all of your eggs in your inventory. So I have that. Next one is the Pro Potion. This one's definitely worth it. So I'll be able to get that one tomorrow. And I'll probably go up until I get this at least. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to this one. But yeah, they patched a lot of things with this. Apparently the hamster was dropping 100% of the time. So if you completed the event last time, you would have got a free hamster. You also get these new reagents, which I can show you guys. The reagents are under drop. So these are the new reagents that here's one of them. Spirit token and talent token. These are used to unlock the new will cast talents that some of them, I think some of the higher level ones, like the higher tier ones, will be locked on your pet when you manifest that talent. And this is a new thing because we've never had talents that are locked before. And this only applies to these new will cast talents. On the new pet that's in the crown shop for 10,000 crowns, the Lumi pet, this one, it has Frostbite as a will cast. And you have to unlock that once you get it. So to unlock it, you need like the spirit, talent, and elemental tokens in order to do that. So one way to get these is to do the Pet Promenade event. I'm not sure of other ways right now, but it's unfortunate that you have to collect these reagents in order to unlock a talent that you already got on your pet. So I don't think I'm going to be going for those. So I just wanted to go over quick some easy ways to get these points in the Pet Promenade because it's not that hard of an event. And I was able to get these 100 points in like less than 10 minutes. Maybe like between 5 and 10 minutes I was able to get 100 points and be done with the day. So out of all these, probably the hardest one is win a pet game because you cannot do the skip and have it count as a win. It will let you feed a snack, but it won't count as a win. So you have to actually do this 5 times. That's win whatever 5 games you think are easier. I think the easiest one for me personally is the Grumpy Gobblers. So I was doing that and did it 5 times on 2 characters, completed it. Other things are pretty easy from this event. So feeding a pet snack, 1 point per pet age up to epic. This means that if you train an epic pet and you feed it any snack, it'll give you 5 points. So all you have to do is do that 5 times. Do 5 games. You don't have to complete the game. You could do both these at the same time. Win the game, feed it, get 5 points. Do it 5 times. You would do both these. But make sure the pet's epic because then that will give you the most points and do this really quickly. Hatching a pet. I think we can hatch 2 adult pets together ourselves. I don't have a hatching timer, but I'm pretty sure. Wait, can we look at it or will it say? I don't have it. 20 hours. Okay, I think I'm going to actually buy an elixir just to show you guys this. I'll get my free one tomorrow. It'll make up for it. But all you have to do is go to the hatcher and have 2 adult pets. Hopefully I have 2 adult pets. I know I have at least 1 on me, but we need to find 2. Here's 1. I think I have 2 of these. Yeah, I have 2 of these. The rat pet that I got from the crown shop for gold. I think because these ones are high pedigree, it's more expensive. I think if you have 2 super low pedigree pets that you hash and they're both adult, then it'll be under 10,000 gold for this. And that's super worth it because then you could do it during this Pet Promenade event and hatch for basically nothing. So this one's 10,000 and that's pretty good. So I would hatch that. So you do that and it'll count towards the hatch a pet and you won't have to spend that much. You'll spend way less than a normal pet hatch. So definitely do that if you just want to complete this. If you're actually hatching a pet, then hey, just do it that way. But this is just an easy way to spend less gold on completing this. Thing to note for the feed pet snacks for happiness, you can complete this one in 1 snack. All you have to do is go over to offer snack for happiness and feed it a mega snack and it will complete that. No problem. It'll complete that first try. So if I gave it a golden wheat bread, it would instantly do the 25. So I noticed that and it was super easy. So that one you can complete in 1 pet snack if you have mega snacks. A little bit longer if you don't, but I mean feeding snacks to your pet for happiness is so easy. You can feed it any snack pretty much. And yeah, after you do all that, you get 100 points per day. Do it for 5 days and you get the top reward. Do it for, 3 to 4 days and you get the craftable mega snack. So I really like this event. Oh yeah, also if you do it for, how many is the, if you only get 120 points, you still get a pro potion. So that's like a day and a half, not even. And you'll get a pro potion for free. So I really like this event. It's super good. Definitely take part in it. Also keep in mind that you can do this on multiple characters. I've already done it on my Life and Storm. I may do it on my Fire just to get the free Pro Potion, but it's definitely worth it to do that. So you can do that. You can kind of get the new talent tokens and all that stuff, get those reagents from it. But yeah, they're running it again because of the issues. This one ended, did not participate in this one, but then they have the new one that they fixed. So hopefully I can get that mega snack recipe, which is what I want. But those are the new updates. So I just wanted to show you guys all that stuff and kind of talk about it and kind of give it like this is kind of a follow-up to my previous video because they did patch the game. A lot of the stuff I talked about they patched, though they didn't patch the Stormlord one yet. That one's kind of surprising because that's like the biggest issue right now. So I'm glad they fixed the UI. I think it looks good. I'm glad they listened to the community on that one because I feel like a lot of people in the community were saying this is bad, we want this changed, and you know, we hope that they show us the sockets, we hope that they make this easier to understand, and they did. So props to KINGSISLE for that one. Pets are still the same, but at least we have the new event, which makes getting some of the elixirs a bit easier. You can get it for free, so I like that. But let me know what you guys think of these new changes, and other than that, please subscribe. If you haven't, leave a like on your way out, and I'll see you guys next time.